Hello, happy Thursday, everybody. I'm going to give you a quick little tour of the babies, and then I'm going to set up Abby and Maya while I do Mia's entry for her giveaway. And yes, as you can see on the corner here, we no longer have Amani, the Saskia kit. She left the nursery yesterday, so she's en route to her mommy. I'm very excited for her to get home to her mommy. So be on the lookout for a box opening. She's set to be arriving to her new home on Saturday. And once she is home and her box opening is up, I will put her box packing up and then link down below the box opening in the event that you didn't see that yet. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of all the babies. There they all are. These two are like gazing up at something. Maybe some stars that I don't see. I should turn my outlight on. It's a little getting to be evening here. That helps a little bit. I do hope everybody's having a fabulous day today. I have been super busy today getting a lot of stuff done. And I don't know if I mentioned or not, I ended up stripping Abby and Maya. I kind of saw them done a bit lighter and was encouraged by my dear husband to make them darker. He really loves Saskia and Charlemagne's skin tone. And so I thought, well, let's see. And no. So I ended up stripping them. So I've just finished them. I'm going to actually just kind of sleep on it tonight. This is where they wanted me to stop last time. And I didn't listen. So I'm going to stop for tonight and sleep on it and wake up tomorrow and see what I think. They will get, once they have their, shading and creases, they will tone up a little bit. Kind of hard to explain. But anyway, I know we have a time contingency for Mia. I'm going to do my best and answer your question for your sweet little Rosebud. First of all, Mia, oh, she's so sweet. You're doing such a great job, and you're so kind to do this lovely giveaway for your sweet little Rosebud. And so Mia wanted us to answer what love is. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anybody in heart-shaped clothing other than Thumbelina over there does have a heart on her shirt. I don't really have too many heart items, so I didn't change anybody. But I will answer, and I had to really ponder it because, love is it's such a huge word, 4 letters that means so much. And I do find it fascinating that in our English language, we use one word to express so much, whereas in other languages, there's different words for love for your spouse versus your children versus elderly people and the love of things and stuff. They all have different words where we kind of use this one word to express so much. And I do think in many regards it is overused because it has become watered down, and love is such a huge expressive word. And I really had to ponder because there are so many things that are love, and you can love your spouse. I mean, I could make days of videos about my husband and family and friends and just important people in your life, and even people you might just meet on a one-off somewhere who leave an impact on your life. I mean, there's so many forms of love toward people, and then you have pets and hobbies and food. Oh, food, don't get me started on chocolate. I mean, there's so many things we love. And so, but what it really boils down to, I had to ponder to try to paraphrase it all. And what I came up with for me is what it boils down to is doing unto others as you would have done unto you. That's something I'm very mindful of. As I've said in several videos, I'm a very purposeful person. I do ponder many things, and at the end of the day, it boils down to, in that moment, how would I like to be treated? How would I like love shown to me? And it's interesting because as a nanny, so many times I've watched parents who something will happen. Let's say a child breaks something and they immediately will reprimand them for, running or whatever caused the item to break, their carelessness. And I will oftentimes, later when the children aren't around, tell the parents, I'll sit them down and I say, I understand, your plate or whatever is very, important, and you don't want them breaking things. You don't want children to be raised haphazardly. But in the moment, what was more important? The plate or who your child is and who they will become? And yes, you have to teach children not to do those things, but there's a way to do it so that it's done with grace. I'm a huge person about doing things with grace and purpose, and so when it comes to children, I like to put myself in the situation and not put things over who they are. Because at the end of the day, the things aren't as important as the person. I mean, there'll be times now, even my husband will say, oh, can you do this? And I could be in the middle of, let's say, composing an email or something. And I instantly think, what's more important? This person who's right in front of me is what is most important. And now, if I am doing something that is important, I will say, I need you to wait. Because, I can't drop everything all the time. Because that would be unhealthy too. But in the moment, I weigh what is most important. How would I want to be treated in this situation? And I think it really boils down to that, because for me, love is a choice. We choose to love. It is something, and I know a lot of people probably won't agree with that, but it's kind of like sadness and happiness and stuff. They're choices we make. They're conscious choices. You consciously choose to love certain people. And I'm not talking about letting yourself be abused or people take advantage of you and you be, manipulated. And no, absolutely not. That I don't agree with. I don't think you should, lessen yourself so much. But as I've said before, Jesus is my example. And I as somebody who was a nanny who spent over 20 years being a servant, basically, it is so much of my heart is serving others, and I love to help people. And to me, that's love, doing unto others as if I were in their situation, how I would want done unto me. We can so quickly turn a blind eye when you see somebody, standing on the roadside asking for food or money, and you can just turn away and think, oh, no big deal. And, they're probably just going to go drink alcohol or whatever. And maybe they will. But that's not what God sees. God sees your heart. God sees your intention of giving to them to do good. Now, obviously, if you see a drunkard, coming out of a bar begging for money, that's different. But I'm talking about when you genuinely give and do something for somebody from a good place. That's what's important. So I went over 8 minutes, but I did, spend a little time at the beginning, not on the topic. So I'm going to give myself a little more, Mia. Thank you for my grace right now, Mia. But that's what it boils down to for me, that I like to treat other people how I would want to be treated. And I really think that is the essence of love. And I could go on and on, Mia, but I'm going to get off my soapbox. And again, thank you again for the opportunity. You're such an amazing part of our community. You're such a sweetheart. And keep making those babies. And hugs and blessings to everybody. And that is Abby and Maya. They're probably my lightest babies. They're a bit lighter than you can see Miss Isabella up there, the queen, is a tad darker. So we'll see, ladies, how I'm feeling in the morning. But I kind of want them light. I've already pulled out some lighter color hair, some browns, to see what I can do. So we'll see, ladies. We're going to see where they take me. So hugs and blessings to all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.